Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Friday, January 30th, 2015. First off, this morning, I'd just like to say the coffee tastes really good this morning. I think because I had some tests done yesterday, and I couldn't have any food or caffeine. I couldn't have caffeine for 24 hours because I was getting a stress test. It was kind of missed my friend. So this morning I have some nice caffeinated coffee, and it tastes delicious. All right, so yesterday's announcements, jobless claims, looked pretty good, but the pending home sales index did not. Oh, and the market shrugged it off and did what it wanted to do yesterday anyway. For today we have GDP and the employment cost index. So that should be pretty interesting. Chicago PMI and consumer sentiment. But the big one will be GDP. And already it looks like as though we might be stumbling out of starting gate here. Amazon had their earnings last night. We'll take a short peek at that. You know how much I love Amazon. I guess they sold a lot of GoPros. I guess people just, I don't know. I guess they like to slap a camera, and it's pretty interesting if you look on YouTube and some of the stuff that ends up there from people that are recording everything. Storage is cheap, so what the heck. It used to be very expensive, but now it's cheap. All right, Asia red and Europe mixed, and pretty weak on the positive side too. Pretty low percentages. All right, here in the U.S., it's looks like as though we may gap down at the open. Gold is at 1263, still struggling with that 1300 mark. Must have taken a hit. I did look at the market yesterday for a little bit. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. Last night I was down here, and I was building some spreadsheets for some other stuff, because I'm kind of a spreadsheet freak, although I'm not an Excel guru or anything, because I can't do whatever that programming language is that they use. See, I don't even know what it's called. But anyway, my grandson says, "What are you doing?" So I told him I was, he wouldn't understand a spreadsheet, so I told him I was just reading about what's going on out in the world. And he comes over and he says, "I want to play the market game." And I'm trying to think, what is the market game? He comes and he sits on my lap. Like, he's 6 years old. And he says, "You know the market game that you play here with all the blinking lights?" And I go, "Oh, okay." So I brought up the paper money version because he wanted to play it. And I kind of gave him an overview, another overview, because he has sat with me before. And this time he wanted to play it for real, so I let him have the mouse. And lo and behold, he put in a couple of pending orders, one for Microsoft, and he wanted to buy some Microsoft stock because they bought Mojang, and Mojang is the ones that did Minecraft, and he loves Minecraft. So and we looked at Microsoft's charts, and let's take a look here just for fun. And he liked the fact that it was cheap. So he's looking at this and he goes, "Oh," he says, "it's only $42, and it was like, I guess, $50 back here." And we just had a single chart up because this would have been way too confusing for him. Although I think just give him a couple of days and it wouldn't be confusing for him at all, because kids learn so quick. So we put a pending order at 43 for Microsoft for today, and then the other one, we put another order in. But anyway, we were looking at some other stocks that had anything to do with stuff that he can relate to. And he took a pass on a couple of them because they were too pricey at the top of their range. So I was pretty happy for him. So, anybody can play this game. I mean, what the heck? Get them started, Let's get them started early. Okay, so here it looks like we're going to open down. Gold is struggling, like I said. Oil's at 45, still very low, although gas prices are going up. Figures, going to hit the road, I paid $1.80 at Sam's the other day, and it's up to, I don't know what it is at Sam's, but around here it's up to $2.15. The dollar's at 94.85, down a tad overnight, and the euro's up a tad, but it's still at $1.13.3, or $1.13.4 rounded off. And I figured out the reason why we sometimes don't get numbers here is because they get reset every day, and there's nothing for today. So the last, I think maybe they fixed this. Maybe this is the last from the previous day. But I was getting zeros before, and so maybe they fixed it. Although I don't see a new release out there right now. We're still the same version that we were as of Sunday. Okay, and let's quickly take a look at this week results. It was a good week. We had the NDX that I was in across all 4 accounts. 3 I got in at $1.72, and 1 I got in at $1.55. And I think I had it set at $1.55, and so I got a price improvement on these 3. And then there's Tesla, and we'll look at that chart when we get to it. Lucked out on that one. It took a nice dip yesterday morning, and I had that good tell cancel limit order in, and it fired off, and I got out of it before it reversed, and would have given me a loser. So that's a good thing. So this will be up on the blog. I anticipate it's going to be there. If it's not, it's because I forgot to do it. Okay, so let's get started with our scan. Apple, of course, it had incredible earnings. As they say, it earned more than any other company on the planet. That's what I heard somebody say. I thought that was kind of funny. So nothing there, though. We're just going to let it settle down a little bit. ABX has earnings coming up sometime. I don't see them on here, though. I should just take them off of here, you know that? Yeah, I'll remove them if I remember. One of these times you won't see it up there anymore. Amazon, let's take a peek here. Amazon had their earnings last night. It closed at 311, and it's right now it's already traded 20,738 shares, and it's around the 347 and some change. So the market maker move was $24. So 311 plus 24 is 335 roughly. So it exceeded the market move. I would guess that would be a good reason. And you know how much I love Amazon. You guys all know that. I keep talking about it. Oops, charts. All right, Boeing also had good earnings, so we're going to wait for that one to settle down, which is good because I usually don't trade on Fridays, except for maybe if I see a reason to have a day trade. Now, Alibaba also had earnings. There is some concern about them, though, and I saw an article, a reason why everybody's worried about Alibaba, and I don't know why. I guess YouTube, no, wait, no. Who's that one? Yahoo is going to sell their stake in them. I don't know why or what that means. I didn't read that one. Just saw the headline. So we're going to take a pass on BABA for right now. Baidu, they have earnings next week or the week after. Why does this week look so short? I don't know. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it for right now. I don't see anything here. I'm having a little problem trying to figure out what this thing is really doing. Chipotle, they have their earnings coming up next week, 2-3. I would bet positive for them, I would think. I don't know. I would think that they would have pretty good earnings. Costco, they do have a dividend coming up here. And a little bit of a rollover here, so we might be looking possibly for, if we were to do anything, we might put a target in up there. So let's say that we're looking for something here. Let's take a peek at the Dow. Still DJX anyway is still struggling. I don't know that this is really reflective of the Dow accurately or not, but it's struggling for the year. The same as NDX actually. Peak at gold. This is cost basis on a covered call. We're down here. I'm sort of glad I didn't roll anything right now. We're out of the money, so that's a good thing. I think 124, I think, is where the, where is it here? 123. As the short is at 123. Oh, I have it right here. And the cost basis is up here. So we're well below the cost basis right now. We certainly don't want to panic and do anything stupid or bail or anything like that. Google earnings 129. What happened to Google? Really? They had their earnings? No. What happened here? That's strange. Very strange. I'm not sure what the heck happened with Google, but they do have a number here. 5, and they didn't move? Are you kidding me? They're actually basically where they were when they closed. Now that's interesting. I did see something back here about their earnings. Google earnings, full coverage. Let's take a peek here. Currency issues. Fall after revenue disappoints. Strong dollar hit revenue, but was offset by hedging. Oh, wow. Okay, so I was asleep at the wheel on that one. Doesn't happen very often, but got some stuff. Usually Google's earnings are the Thursday before normal monthly expiration, like the third Thursday. So it's a little strange that they were last night. And I was kind of wondering if it was really true or not. But I guess it was true, and I really didn't mean anything. It was sort of a non-event. So I'm not going to do anything with that for sure. LinkedIn is next week. Don't know what to look for on that. MNX, we won't look at that. Let's look at NDX. Okay, so NDX here we got in on, was it Wednesday? And then got out on, no, we got in on Tuesday and out on Wednesday. So that one worked out well. It still would be working out well. Could have booked 100%, but I'm taking stuff off the table when I'm satisfied. I'm not not going to be greedy, I guess you might say. All right, so for NDX, though, I would say that, would I want to chase something today? I might do a day trade today, but I sort of doubt it because actually I'm going to be packing everything up today for leaving for Florida tomorrow. So I'm not going to be real interested in trading, and I don't really trust trading spreads on the iPhone app at this time. So I'm going to pretty much take a pass on anything today. But I haven't really found a good candidate for today anyway, and I'm not going to suggest you guys chase stuff and do day trades or anything like that. Alright, so I have a friend of mine that currently has a position up here, a bear call, and it looked like as though it was about a 1-to-1 risk-reward trade. And he does watch the videos, so I threw his trade up on here. So he collected risk reward. 221 is the risk and 279 was the reward. And there's a lot of time to expiration. So I suggested just hang in there. I think he got into the trade probably on this particular day right here. I'm not sure which day it was, but it doesn't really matter. This is his short is at 440. So we'll keep an eye on this one. OEX. Oh, am I interested in anything there? No. Because why? Well, there's needed to settle down here. Do I think that it's topped here? You know, from a price action, you might be able to say something like that, but I wouldn't. Based on our indicators here on the studies and moving averages and things like that, I might say, well, I don't think it's going to go up to 460. I might even do something even up at 500, maybe for March. So, the most we go up to here is 475, so I think I'll put maybe like 28 in there. I don't even know if it goes up to 500. Yeah, it does. So that might be a pretty decent trade. That's a 20 delta. And let's get rid of some of these. So that's $75, and I might stretch this out to maybe $10 spread. So that's like a 10-to-1 risk reward on that baby. But I think it's a very good probability that it's not going to go above 500. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, let's go. Quit rambling here. OEX. I want to do a target up here. Price line. Earnings probably late next month. It would be my guess. We're in a downtrend. Yeah, I'm going to throw a target in here. The Russell. Really, it looks like kind of a downtrend. I would like to see this dip down a little bit lower though, and I think it's going to today. SPX, at least before I'm ready to really throw a target in on that. SPX. We'll throw a target in up here. Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, I had that limit order set, and it fired off shortly after the open, I think. I was sitting in a waiting room, and I got the alert, and I go, okay, made money on that. So Tesla fired off right away in the morning and then recovered and actually had a pretty good day. So we can get rid of that drawing for right now. So that was a good trade. Anything now? like to see this come down a little bit lower. It might today, but we have earnings coming up, so we'll just sit on our hands on that one. And then Visa had earnings. 249, 253 actual. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing's traded yet. Looks like it's going to open or maybe at 257, $10. 257, $10. So market maker move was pretty close on that one. All right. So next scan will be in February, which will be Monday, February 2nd. And it'll be coming to you from Orlando. So I'm looking forward to it. But for this week, it was a good week. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and above all, happy trading.